Hello dear students, I would like to welcome you all on the online platform of KRT Arts, BH Commerce and AM Science, that is KTHM College, Nashik. I wish that you all are safe and secure during this COVID-19 pandemic situation. I am Dr. Bharati Rajebhosale, working as an assistant professor in the Department of English. Today, in this video lecture, I would like to deal with the topic, that is the short story The Beggar by Anton Chekhov. Let's study the short story The Beggar by Anton Chekhov. First of all, I would like to talk about our author, that is Anton Chekhov, who was born in 1860 and died in 1904. He was a pioneer of a modern short story and a drama. He was born in the city of Taganrog in southern Russia. Chekhov had humble beginnings. His father was a grocer and his grandfather was a serf. He studied medicine at Moscow University and wrote short stories and sketches to support his family financially. This author, he wrote nearly 800 short stories. Now let's see his literary contribution. Motley Stories was published in 1886. It was well received and it was followed by two more corrections, that is At Twilight, which was published in 1887, and Stories, which was published in 1888. Beginning with The Seagull in 1898, Chekhov established himself as a dramatist through his association with the Moscow Art Theatre. Later, he published Uncle Vanya in 1899, The Three Sisters in 1901, and The Cherry Orchard in 1904. So, Chekhov wrote nearly 800 short stories that illustrate his gift as a writer of short fiction, and the present selection as one such story. Now let's see the central theme of the story, The Beggar. Dear students, we know that this is a short story by Anton Chekhov. The story focuses on the person who begs alms for his livelihood and to satisfy his habit of drinking or alcoholism. The title, that is The Beggar, it is very suggestive. We know that definitely it focuses on the person, it focuses on the beggar who begs alms to satisfy his own needs. The story has third person narration. Now we will see what is the third person point of view, or what is the third person narration. The third person point of view is a form of storytelling in which a narrator relates all the action of their work using third person pronouns. The story has third person narration and it refers to all characters with third person pronouns like he, she or they. So also third person narration is the most common narrative mode in literature. Let's see the themes of struggle, kindness, compassion and alcoholism. So this short story focuses on the various themes of struggle, kindness, compassion and alcoholism. We know, dear students, that human beings are the embodiment of various virtues and vices, and so on. Our short story The Beggar is not exception to this. The short story presents various human beings having various qualities. We know human beings are having treasures of qualities such as compassion, courage, faith, hope, kindness, love, and so on. Sometimes we meet people who have negative qualities. We know while living in the society we came across many people. No matter they are having some positive qualities, so also they are having some negative qualities. So in our short story, we are going to study such characters who are having these qualities. The beggar is the central character of our story, who is a liar, who is an alcoholic person. Chekhov presents the story of a beggar who lies about his identity in order to extract money from a lawyer, but ends up confessing to him instead. So in the story, the whole story revolves around the person, that is beggar, and he lies about his identity, he conceals his identity, and he begs alms. He wants to satisfy his own needs, and for that purpose he likes to beg alms, but at last he has to confess all these things. Now we are going to focus on the main characters of this story. The first character, that is Chekhov. It is the central character of our story. He is a beggar. After that, Chekhov. He is a famous and a prosperous advocate. And the last character, that is Olga. She is the lady servant of Chekhov. Now let's study all these characters in detail. So the first character is Chekhov. We know that he is a beggar who lies about his pitiful state to arouse sympathy of others and get alms in return. So definitely it's very clear that the central character, that is Chekhov, is a beggar and he lies about his pitiful state. He wants to get the sympathy of other people, and so that he could get alms in return. So how is his appearance? Definitely we can guess very well that how is the appearance of a beggar. Definitely we never came across beggars in very neat and tidy clothes. So our central figure, that is Chekhov, he is having very torn and untidy clothes, his eyes dull and drunken. So definitely all these things highlighting that this person is a beggar. He is torn and untidy clothes, definitely making it very clear that this person is a beggar. So also his expressions, or we can say his eyes, his drunken state, all these things focusing on that person. So also Chekhov, we know he is having a loss of a physical and emotional strength. So physically and emotionally we can say this person is not having strength or strong, so he is weak, we can say. So also at the same time, this person, he comprises his dignity and integrity just to satisfy his urge to drink. He had positive values like keeping his word for the sake of shame and pride. So this is all about our central character, that is Chekhov. We know he is a beggar, and definitely our whole story, it revolves around this character, that is Chekhov. We know he is a beggar. And how is his appearance? How is he? What kind of qualities this person is having? All these things we are going to study in detail in the next lecture. Now we are focusing on the next character, that is Chekhov. So Chekhov is also a very important character in our story. He is a lawyer, an accomplished and a prosperous advocate, and we know that this person actually he is a very straightforward person. but he is a very, at the same time, short-tempered man. When he came across the beggar, that is Vashkov, he feels sympathetic towards him. He wants to give him alms. But when he came to know about his real identity, we can say, at that time, this advocate, he became very, very angry with this man. Scorso, definitely he believes in hard work. No matter he is a very kind-hearted person, he is having a sympathy for poor people, we can say. But at the same time, he does not like the beggar's attitude, or how he was hiding his own identity, how he was concealing his own identity, and how he was lying. Scorso, when he came to know all these things, he became very, very angry with that person, and he suggests him that if you want to earn money, you have to work very, very hard. So how he strongly believes in hard work is very crystal clear in the short story. The next character, that is Olga. Olga is Scorso's cook. She is ill-tempered but kind-hearted lady. So when we will study the story in detail, we will came to know how this lady is. Actually, first, when she appears in the story, we feel that she is an ill-tempered lady. But later on, it proves that she is a very kind-hearted lady. So also she is a gentle, caring, cooperative, and obedient lady. She at once ready to help Vashkov. She worked hard for him. She is very supportive. When she came to know his condition, she readily helps him and she supported him. So in this way, all these are the main characters of our story, that is Vashkov, Scorso, and Olga. And the whole story revolves around these characters. So in this lecture, dear students, we discussed about the author, then about the title, then about the central theme of this short story and characters of this short story. Hope you have understood all the topic in detail. So today we will stop here, and in the next video lecture we will deal in detail with our short story, that is The Beggar by Anton Chekhov. Thank you.